Crash, Alfie, 60 this week. How did he make it to 60?
I can't believe he made it to 30, Mike, to be honest with you. What a life, what a character, though. Like, there's never been anyone like him before or since. Only one Alfie. But I went back and I traced back the first story we wrote about him in the Courier Mail 40 years ago. And they said, get him down from Ipswich with his brother Kevin because they were playing each other. And we met at my grandmother's house and we set them up as if they were having breakfast. And my memory of the day is Kevin, who's a real scallywag like Alfie, saying to our photographer, hey, listen, I'll slam his head in the cornflakes. Milk will go everywhere. It'll be the photo of the year. But my gran heard that, blew up and threatened to kick him out. And I keep on thinking, my gran's roused on Alfie Langer. But he's a character like no other, still doing drinking games at age 60, of which you, I know, have been trapped a couple of times, haven't you?
I think if you're a friend of Alf, you've always been caught in one of his drinking games. He's got a few. Not only does he love a Black Sambuca shot, but also you have to drink in your left hand, and if you don't drink in your left hand, mate, you got to finish that drink, kind of like all these different things. But one that we always seem to play, and he changes the rules every time, is it's like to your left, to your right, you would have been trapped in one of these games before. It's you gotta say something or say a word that has a certain letter and a certain syllable, and then you got to think that word, and then you send it to the person to your left or your right, and if they can't think of anything, then they got to scull their drink. He changes the rules every time, and somehow no one will walk out of the party still standing, because that man, he just knows how to keep it going.
Do you know what? After all these years, we all love him, but I'm not sure that I know him. But there's the one topic that breaks him down, and it makes him cry, and it makes him serious. When he was accepting his Legends Award at the Queensland Sports Hall of Fame, we got up on stage, said, you must ask me about my parents. It's going to be difficult. I know I'll cry. But he made that point about his mum and his father, Harry, who worked in the railways. And he said, people said I was a magician. He said, you want to see a magician? Come see a railway worker and his wife raising 5 kids and having them want for nothing. And he broke down. It was the most beautiful moment. So underneath that crooked grin, Mike, there's a bloke of immense decency and just an old-fashioned country kid in a way, even though he's Ferret Street, Ipswich.
Well, it's funny you say that, because I grew up Italian, so family was very strong values in my mind, and my nonna adores Alfie. Alan, have to call him Alan. Nonna's always very much, you have to call him Alan, but Alf will always go out of his way to find her in a room and always give her a kiss on the cheek, and she remembers that all the time. And every time that I tell her that I've been with Alf, her face lights up. It's the best. But just goes to show exactly that. He's a true world-class gentleman.
And isn't there someone else in your family who can tell when you've been with Alfie? Tell us that story.
Not only the drinking games that get really, there's the drinking games that can really hurt you, but he has a habit of, your mates pick on each other and do things, sometimes you might have a little punch around, but underneath your arm here, it's a really soft, sensitive skin. So Dad knows when I've been hanging out with Alf, because I'll walk out in a t-shirt and I've got bruises all under my arms because Alf comes in, squeezes on it because he thinks it's the funniest thing ever. Well, it's not funny. It hurts, but it's like, just everyone just kind of knows that that's what you're going to get with Alf, and you have a little bit of fun. But mate, I love him. He's just a larrikin. He's just a good time.
And he's the only footballer who could get away with being funny on a football field. Like, he'd sledge blokes, you know what I mean, about what they're wearing, their haircut, and they'd laugh at him. No one else has done that. So, mate, I think it's time to raise our glass, to be frank, because who'd ever thought that Peter Pan would be 60? I can't believe it. God love you, Alfie. Well played.
To the left.
To the left. Oh, to the right. I got a skull.
Oh, no. Alfie would be pretty disappointed that there's no vodka Red Bulls in here.